Hey everyone, welcome to Midnight Tech. This is D Josh, and today we're going to review a budget phone, and this is a very special budget phone. It's one of the more interesting budget phones that have come our way recently. This is from POCO, which is now an independent spin-off from Xiaomi, and today we're going to review the POCO M3. So I've been using this for the past few weeks, so it's a very interesting budget device, and it's really punching itself way above its weight. It's got some really cool features that you wouldn't believe that is coming from a budget phone. So firstly, let's talk about the cool physical design and what I really like, right? So for budget phone, POCO has made a super smart choice in terms of design, and it's got this very nice camera module, right? They're doing it in a very smart way by placing it in this OnePlus cyberpunk-like panel, right? So the camera module is here, but it's so nicely placed in this panel, and with that POCO logo making a really big statement there. And it's really something interesting that you don't normally see in your typical Android device, right? They've made some good choices in terms of materials. What some Android mid-ranger or cheaper Android phones like to do is that they know they have cheaper materials like plastic, so they'll do something flashy, right, to give you a more premium kind of look. But what POCO had done is, for a change, they've gone with this leather-like plastic, so this makes it feel really premium, right? Really top marks for POCO, and making the back of the phone look very interesting, looking really not budget at all, right? So let's talk a bit about the display. And this is a very nice 6.5 3-inch size display. It's an IPS LCD display, but it's a water drop notch right at the top, so a bit different from the current Android phones, where recently the popular one seems to be the punch hole design. But it doesn't really make a serious difference to me after using it for a few weeks. It does have a large bezel at its chin, but it's a very nice display, and it's a really high resolution display for a budget segment phone. It's close to 400 nits. And it's got a Gorilla Glass protection. So in short, it's an amazing display for a budget phone, and you're able to address different situations in broad daylight, at night, right, or just set it to auto, right? Another outstanding feature, of course, is this outstanding 6000 mAh battery. This is going to stretch you at least 1.5 days of usage. Fast charge is provided. But because it only supports 18 watts charging, it's going to take you just below 3 hours to fully charge this guy, because it's also a large capacity battery. One more surprise, this guy comes with stereo speakers. The audio is loud and is excellent for a budget device. So let's come to performance. So for a budget phone, POCO has packed it with a credible Snapdragon 662 chipset. So this is a 2020 Snapdragon processor. I would say the performance is great for a budget device. The high resolution display also means there are some lags when you do a few things. But generally it's okay for most of your daily use. It's still behind most mid-range phones such as the Realme 7. So here's where, to me, the deal is made or broken, if you ask me. If you could spend a bit more, you might want to stretch your dollar to a better performing mid-ranger. But if you're not a power user, you would be just fine. And this is truly one of, if not the best budget phone I've ever used. In terms of user interface, so MIUI comes 12 comes on top of Android 10, and it's what you expect from Xiaomi. So it's got some positive UI enhancements, and customization is easy. So coming to the cameras, I took it to the KL Bird Park to take some shots. So the camera is an effective 48 megapixel shooter with night mode. The other two lenses are not so great, with only a 2 megapixel depth sensor and 2 megapixel macro snapper, which is honestly pretty useless. As a conclusion, this is an outstanding budget phone, and right now it sets a standard for budget phones, right? So and it would be great to have this as even if it's not going to be your primary device, as a backup or secondary device, right? For its low entry point at about less than 130 USD or less than 600 ringgit in Malaysia. That's all you're willing to part for a good phone. This phone is for you, and this is really, I would say right now, the budget champion, right? So I hope you like this review, and need your support as a new channel, and so we can create better and helpful content for you. So please give us a like and subscribe, and until the next one, this is D Josh from Midnite Tech. Stay safe. Eyes wide, tongue tied, midnight. You can say all the